I decided to jump back into The Witcher 3 today, and this was the first time that I actively played the game in roughly 6 months. But not only did I want to jump in and actually play the game again, I specifically wanted to start a brand new playthrough of the Hearts of Stone DLC before moving on to Blood and Wine for a second playthrough. And let me tell you, I had an incredible time. So in this video, I want to talk about it a little bit, and I want to talk about the mods and basically just the overall experience. All right, and here we are in The Witcher 3. Now, I don't have any of the mods that I have on. None of them specifically increase lighting or any kind of fidelity or just graphics. None of that. The game is just absolutely freaking beautiful. I mean, we're talking about a game that came out in 2015. And it still looks fantastic today. Now, of course, this is the next-gen version of the game, but even prior to that, it still looked incredible. And when it comes to graphics, I don't even have ray tracing on. I have my anti-aliasing, I have the DLSS quality and that kind of stuff, but everything else is just on high. Getting back into the game really just made me realize how much I've missed it. Just missed saddling up Roach and just going on a stroll, having no idea what I'd be faced with. A nest of some monsters nearby, or some bandits that have taken over some camp somewhere. Just whatever it was. This game just feels good to play. Even 9 years later. It just feels good to boot up and just play again, which surprised me why I waited so long since the last time I actually just booted up the game and played it for a decent couple of hours, because I was missing so much. One of the mods that I got actually allows you to just gallop through cities on Roach. Now you can kind of glitch this a little bit. Naturally, just the base game, you can kind of do this if you're in a city and you're riding on Roach and you just keep pressing your shift or whatever button is your sprinting button with Roach. You can kind of get into it a little bit and it'll let you sprint or gallop for, like, you know, I don't know, 20 feet or something like that. But this mod just allows you to gallop. Okay. Okay, this mod allows you to literally just gallop throughout the city no matter where you are, and it's really nice. So I like this one a lot. But also, I mean, dude, again, just take in these sights. Like, what? This is I mean, come on. And also, just notice how lived in The Witcher 3 feels. Like, I can't be the only one that feels this. The Witcher 3 actually gives you this thought that the world is actually lived in. There are NPCs hustling and bustling around. There are merchants on different, you know, street corners or whatever it may be, trying to sell you the newest thing that they just got in. Or there's some person who needs help with a quest. Or there's some random bandit that's trying to rob somebody. This world feels lived in and it feels active, and this is just beautiful. I mean, you're running around Novigrad or you're running around Velen or Tucson, right? It just feels like there's life. It feels like there's things happening and it's not just some empty open world. I mean, that guard is literally snoring on the job. And there's tons of different things going on. These guys are trying to gain some form of access into the city or whatever they're trying to do. Like, there is tons of things that are happening and tons of things that are going on. And there's troops running around, patrolling different areas. Like, there's so many things that are happening. Even little villages that you go by, there's workers in the fields, or there's people hanging up clothes on a you know, a laundry line. Like, and the ambience is beautiful too. I mean, just the very soft pulls of the strings on a lute in the background, and then you can hear the wind blowing through the trees, and then you can hear the soft tosses of waves in the lake or like whatever it is. You can hear the bells and the little dings if you're by, you know, some shipyard. Now, I don't know what Geralt's looking at right now, but some other mod that I did get was also the more cinematic style glowing eyes, and this is really cool, especially in the cinematics. You can actually see his piercing eyes, which then kind of adds a little bit more emphasis to why people fear Witchers so much, because they have these haunting, just piercing eyes looking into you, you know? Another one that I got was the eyes that glow for the medallion itself, because naturally the medallion's eyes don't actually glow, and this adds a faint little extra detail to them, which is quite nice. And now some of the other mods that I got were for the signs. So the first one is for Ard. Now, see, I don't remember Ard ever doing that in the base game. So, I mean, look at that. Look at the line that literally just pushes out on the ground. I mean, like, that's so freaking cool. Like, what? Apparently, this is supposed to be what the E3 style of Ard looked like, which just really caught my eye because it looked super cool. But also, for Igni, it adds a little bit more lighting. So there's a little bit more lighting for Igni. As for Yurden, is it Yurden? Is it Irden? I'm probably saying that wrong, but it adds a faint extra glow to it, and the mod did say something about some specific armor sets as well, apparently like bolsters this, I guess. Next up is actually my favorite, and that is Quen. So now, instead of Quen being this orangey yellow glow, it is now this blue and white, and you can actually see that glow underneath you as well. So I really like that. Now, as for the armor, this is actually the armor that I put on today, but I have a mod that literally gives me, or I guess I got rid of it. I guess I got rid of that specific armor, but the specific armor that makes you look like the Witcher 2 Geralt. This one is similar, but it's not the exact design. But so we have this one, which looks really cool. I mean, I just love the design of it. And then this being the one that I have on now, it kind of reminds me of Lambert's armor a little bit, which I really like. Lambert's actually the character that I want to cosplay, and I will be cosplaying in November, so I'm very excited about that. Another one of the mods that I got was actually the E3 dodge. So this changes your normal roll when you press your spacebar or whatever button you use to basically roll and dodge. It changes it into this kind of more dance, a little more acrobatic type of move of like a jump backwards. We're gonna go ahead and meditate, and we're gonna meditate until 8 a.m. So he sits there, he puts his hands out, and literally, I mean, I can't really move my camera too much during this because it kind of just locks it back in place. But I mean, you can see the shadows moving and just everything moves around you. Time is literally passing, and you can see it in real time. So I freaking love this mod. But that's about it. I wanted to take a moment to just really appreciate The Witcher 3, as this is quite literally my favorite game. And although, yes, I did do an entire series where I walked through the entire game, I never made a video technically about it. So just a video literally talking about it and just showing how much I appreciate and love this game. So I wanted to do that right now, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop this video a like. I greatly appreciate your time, so thank you so much for watching. And if you guys are also fans of The Witcher or fans of The Witcher 3 or both, let me know in the comment section. Have you ever played The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone? Have you played Blood and Wine? Have you played the base game or any of the DLCs with mods as I am now? Let me know all of those things in the comment section down below. And yeah, man, this game is just freaking gorgeous. If you guys would like to see more Witcher 3 content from me, please let me know also in the comments. And yeah, man, I'm definitely going to be having more adventures and little journeys where I saddle up Roach and just go for a nice freaking stroll. Because this, although we're in a very chaotic world with monsters and magic, this is peaceful.